everyone, and welcome to Bubble Bunny Tarot. This month we're going to be focusing on your April monthly reading. So I hope your guys' March month went well. We're going to be doing it like usual, where we'll be pulling on the past, the present, and the future. But this time, instead of doing it how we normally do, I'm only going to pull one card from the Crystal Oracle and the Hedge Oracle. And then I'll be pulling from another deck to see what your overall energies for this month are going to be. And that's how we'll do the general energies for at least this month. We're trying it out. If it works, we'll keep it. And if not, well, we'll just go back to the same old next month. But yeah, so before I begin, let me just put up a list of really important dates that are going on in April that you should be mindful of, because these energies will be continually influencing you throughout April. So that's something to just keep in mind when you are watching your readings. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and let's get into it, guys. Hi Pisces, and welcome to your monthly April reading for 2023. Thank you so much for being here with me. And as usual, we'll start off with rolling the Zodiac dice. These dice are just extra confirmation. They're meant to be as dessert. So if a sign comes up that isn't reflective of anybody in your life, it could also just be the general energies that are going to be influencing you throughout the month of April. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so it looks like for the first one we have Libra. So Libra energies. I'm going to put these over here. Next we have Cancer, so your fellow water sign. And then we also have your other fellow water sign, Scorpio, showing up over here. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to be using the Little Animal deck. I believe it's also called the Wild Unknown deck, to have a look into your past. So we'll be picking out these cards first. Oh, that one. So as usual, we'll be drawing 3. Ooh, this guy just popped out. Then can I get one more card in the universe for Pisces past of April? Okay. There we go. And then I'll put these guys over here and draw one for the advice pile, which we'll look at later. Next, for your present, I'll be using the Witch's Tarot deck. Ooh. What's going on for Pisces during the month of April, universe? What's going on? Oh my goodness. So many. I just need one card, universe, please. Alrighty then. Thank you. Put this guy here. And then last but not least, we'll be using the Tarot of the Divine for your future. This guy. Ooh, there we go. I hope y'all have been having a wonderful March. I don't know about you, but typically March and April kind of signifies the actual new beginning of the year for spring. So hopefully y'all have been experiencing some vitality in your life. And yeah. I still kind of feel like I've been in a bit of hibernation being a Pisces myself, so hopefully that will change if y'all have been feeling that same energy too. Okay, so we got our past, present, and future cards, and I'm just going to set them off to the side for now while I pull your thoughts and feelings and then your general energies. So let's put these over here. Good old Rider Waite deck. Oh, that one was almost immediate. Okay, so let's see. I don't know why the number 2 just came into my head right now while I was shuffling. I have no reason to say that at all, so maybe the number 2 may be significant or anything. It's 4-4 on the timer right now, so 444 might also be numbers that are significant if you're into numerology. So let's give me one more card for Pisces thoughts and feelings for the month of April, please. There we go. That one didn't quite flip out, so guess I'll keep going. This one, I feel this one. Okay. Alrighty, so next we'll be using the crystal deck, crystal oracle, for your general energies. So what? The general energy. Ooh, oh my god. That's this one. A couple of them were like trying to fall out, but it was just them being a big mess. It wasn't like, you know, an actual card that was meant to be. Ooh. There we go, and then we'll be picking one more from the Monsoon Tarot deck that will kind of symbolize the overall energy for that month. This one. Okay. Alrighty then. So for now, I'll put these cards aside over here. We'll have a look at them in a little bit once we go through your past, present, and future. So, here we go. Okay, so these are the 3 cards that were pulled for your past during the month of April. So the first card that we have looks to be the 7 of Pentacles. It's in reverse, but we don't take reversals, so we'll flip it. So the 7 of Pentacles. And then the next card that we have is the 6 of Wands. Okay. Last but not least, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. It's really good. So far, at least what I'm seeing for your past is that you've really been focusing on yourself during this time. So you've been focusing on how to make yourself better internally. This could be spiritually, or this could be in your relationships or in your career, but you are prioritizing yourself. And you are prioritizing the aspects that will ultimately create a legacy that's represented by the 10 of Pentacles. Because the 10 of Pentacles is pretty much like everything. Like, it's wealth, it's having a family, it's anything and everything that has to do with legacy. So I'm really seeing that you've been putting in the hard work. So Now let's move on to your present, and I might have to shift these cards a little bit, but actually here, let me put them up here, so that way it's a little bit easier to see. Okay. So for the 3 cards that we drew on your present, the first card that we have is the Lovers. Okay, interesting. Next, you have the Queen of Swords. Okay. And last but not least, you have the 8 of Wands. Obviously, with the Lovers and the 8 of Wands, it seems like maybe if you are interested in being in a relationship, there is going to be somebody who is going to be coming in fast, going to be coming in quick, and because you've been prioritizing yourself as seen through the past, you're going to have to make the choice as to whether or not this person is worth more or less your freedom of being alone. So far there's nothing yet that particularly signals that it's a person who like is a soulmate or not. So ultimately you're gonna have to use your own intuition, and as a Pisces myself, our overall intuition is very good when we are connected to our higher self. So that is going to be a choice that you're going to have to make during the month of April. I see this Queen of Swords, though, not necessarily being the person that's coming in, but I see that as being yourself in reference to the Lovers, in reference to this choice that you're going to have to make. Do you cut this person off or not? Or rather, do you choose not to pursue this relationship in favor of working on yourself more until, you know, the right person actually comes along? So that's pretty interesting. There's also a lot of like flowers in springtime, which is just representative of like new beginnings. So maybe during the month of April as well, since you're starting to bloom, you're also gaining attention from that, because when the flowers open up, that's when everybody wants to go flower seeing, or like specifically I'm thinking of like seeing cherry blossoms. So those are what just comes to mind immediately. So I'm going to try to shift these over here, and then we'll try to take a look at your future cards to see if it might add a little bit more clarity. So the first card that you have for your future is the 7 of Wands. Okay. Then we have Justice. It came up in reverse, but we don't take reversals, so we'll flip it around. And then last but not least, we have the 9 of Cups. It came up in reverse, but like I said before, we don't take reversals, so we'll flip it back around. So yeah, I mean, looking at these past cards, this future relationship that is coming towards you, indicative of the 9 of Cups, maybe it could be a sort of wish fulfillment, or maybe through making this choice, you will meet your wish fulfillment. If you're not looking for love at this moment, this could also be a job. So the Lovers could be making a choice between a job opportunity that's like coming in real hot and heavy and is saying like, you know, you need to jump on this opportunity right now. But the cards are asking you to look with clarity as to whether or not this is going to match up with what your values are, what you are currently doing, and what your future goals are. Especially in relation to the 7 of Wands, since you are blooming as indicative by all of these flowers here, there are people who are going to be jealous, regardless of whether or not you succeed. You know, they're just envious of you. So I see from the 7 of Wands, and specifically the Justice card, the universe is calling for you to just kind of mind your own business. Like, if they want to be jealous, then let them be jealous of the progress that you've made. Regardless, you're the only one who can succeed. Those are the words that are like going through my mind. So maybe like you have an ability that nobody else can do. Maybe you illustrate or draw a specific way that nobody else can like try to recreate, even if they try to copy you. Or maybe you dance a specific way and, you know, nobody else can dance exactly the same way as you. So that's really what I'm feeling, is you're just standing out in your uniqueness during the month of April, and you shouldn't dial it back at all. You should keep moving forward and expressing that, because ultimately you will get your fulfillment. And then I also want to note too, like, even if you're not necessarily looking for love, there may be some sort of affection here, because I'm just really drawn to the fact that, you know, like, these two ladies, they're being very affectionate, just like the lovers, they're being very affectionate. So that may be something that is going to be going on through the month of April. So like maybe you're feeling some sort of affection or warmth, and it doesn't have to be in a romantic sense either. I think a lot of people really downplay any sort of platonic affection, because sometimes that can really help you during the times that you struggle the most as well, or some sort of like family affection that is being expressed that can help to support you as well. So that also could be a factor. But yeah, I mean, the only other thing that like really stands out to me too would be in relation to the sun over here, the sun here, the sun in this picture, the sky in this picture as well, and also the skies in these two pictures. So maybe this is a month where you're also receiving some sort of clarity, or like a breath of fresh air is what's coming into my mind, which is great. It's amazing. But yeah, so that's all I'm seeing, at least. Oh, and also to mention the blue in the Ten of Pentacles, like this reminds me of a sky where the middle is kind of like the sun in a way, so like that circular motion, and then the blue in the butterfly as well. So maybe blue might also be a significant color. Sorry, excuse me. Let me clear the cards off the table now, and let's have a look at what your thoughts and feelings are at this current moment, because maybe that also might help to add some additional clarity. Alrighty. So for your first card, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. And then last but not least, we have the King of Pentacles. Alrighty. I feel like this message is really simple as to how you feel. So, right, or at least like for the month of April, maybe it might be leaking into right now. You feel like things are going really fast, and because they are going fast, you want to slow down and analyze everything, because you are worried that things might not be what they seem. So if somebody comes up to you and says, hey, like, I want to start a relationship with you, I think we should start dating, and you are just like, whoa, like, this is way too fast, I don't even know you, like, I literally just met you, like, there's something that seems really odd and fishy about this, because like, why would someone do this? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting off of this, which is pretty intriguing. Yeah, it's just really, really straightforward energy. I feel like because of this, we should just go right into your advice pile, because maybe the universe will give us some tips on how to discern whether or not this energy is whether or not the energy itself is deceiving and the person actually means something good, but maybe there's something that's just like miscommunicating. So I'm going to shift these guys up here. And then we'll have a look at your advice pile and put them in the order. Oops. Little bump on the mic. Okay. So for your first advice card, we have the Hermit. Intriguing. And then for the second card, we have the Nine of Cups again. It came up in reverse. I think it came up in reverse before as well, if I do not remember correctly. But we don't take reversals, so flip it around. Okay. Next we have the Hangman. Okay, very these energies are really interesting so far, but I'll wait until I have a look at the last card before I say anything. So last but not least, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I think in connection to at least what you are currently feeling at the moment, somebody's coming in, being rushed, not quite thinking clearly, or is kind of frazzled, and that's very off-putting towards you. So it looks like what the universe is telling you is to really delve inside and try to connect to your higher self and your intuition to determine whether or not this person, and this could be an opportunity, I've just been referring it as like a person because of the Lovers card, because of like the affection card, but the universe is asking you to delve deep and to see if it really resonates with what you believe that you're meant to fulfill in this life. You know, the Nine of Cups is a card of satisfaction and wish fulfillment. So does this person or does this opportunity align with your wish fulfillment? And the cards are definitely asking you not to necessarily do anything in the moment. There's nothing wrong with hearing someone out, but it's also encouraging you to not act too hastily, as indicative of the Hangman and the Ace of Pentacles. When you think of the Ace of Pentacles, it's a seed that's planted, but in order for a flower to grow, you have to nurture it, and you have to wait to see if it's really going to be able to bloom on its own. Or for example, maybe it's like some sort of mystery seed that you get and you plant it into the ground and you don't know what it's going to grow, but you keep nurturing it anyways and waiting for it to flourish. So it looks like in terms of the overall advice, the universe wants you to really wait and to almost analyze the situation before you make any urgent moves, no matter how aggressive this opportunity or this person may seem. And yeah, I think it's also really interesting too, because the Ace of Pentacles falls like right underneath the King of Pentacles, so it's almost encouraging that sort of intuition that you feel where you're like, hold up, like I can't make this decision immediately. I have to look at all of the information around this situation before I can even make the decision. So I feel like these cards are just confirming that. Okay, so let me clear these guys then. Oops. There we go. And then we'll have a look at your overall energies, these last couple of cards. And we'll actually start with the this tarot deck here, and then we'll go into the Hedge Witch and the crystal cards. I won't read the full excerpts like I have been doing for the Hedge Witch ones. I will just read what the keywords are. So yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I just needed to make sure that I have the little booklet here with me too. So there we go. So let's look at the card that sort of represents your overall energy for the month of April. So it looks like it's the Three of Water, which in this deck, the Monsoon deck, it's the Three of Cups. So it's more about like a celebration energy. I don't really read the Three of Cups as like a third party energy, as though most people do for some reason. But I think the thing that's really standing out about this card is just the imagery of self-care. You see these three women, they're taking a wonderful like steaming hot bath. They have their wine, they have their food, and they're just relaxing and smiling and having fun. So I think this card just really represents that April is a time for you to continue taking care of yourself, because even though you have been working really hard, it's really important to take a step back for a moment and to really incorporate that sense of rest, and also instill that sense of like positivity and happiness, because if you keep going, then you just get burnout, and then you get sad, or if you're like me, then it's impossible to do anything. So I feel like that's what's really coming off of this Three of Water card. I also think in relation to like your thoughts and feelings, in terms of like this opportunity or this person, maybe it's also saying to just like have fun with it, because you also had the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is representative of just letting the universe take control. So maybe the universe is also asking you to just find the little happy moments within what's going on, and staying focused on the present rather than worrying about anything about the past or for the future. So then let's have a look at the Hedge Witch Oracle. So it looks like you got Mystery, and it's represented by Ghost Pipe. So if we look at our little Hedge Witch guide, okay. So Ghost Pipe is also called the ghost flower, and it is representative of the oracle property Mystery, but it's also associated with the High Priestess card in the tarot reading, because it represents subconscious connections and the the mysteries of the hidden realm. So I think this card is just very much reiterating the fact that in order to move forward, you should be really listening to your intuition before making any important decisions. And then our final card is the Blue Topaz, which represents finding a spiritual ally, higher wisdom, abundance, and forgiveness. So in connection with the Ghost Pipe and the High Priestess card, it's this higher wisdom and spiritual ally that's really sticking out to me. Another thing to note too about Blue Topaz is that it's extremely helpful for people in the creative realm who like to write. So maybe during this period of time, writing some sort of story or journaling down your thoughts may also be extremely helpful during this period. And then I also want to say there's a lot of blue. I know I said it before that blue might be a color that's going to be very important during this month, but also the Blue Topaz, the Knight of Swords, and then also looking at the Zodiac dice, Scorpio and Cancer, they are water energies. So perhaps you need to embrace some more of that water, life-giving, creative energy, and allow things to flow, because if water is stagnant, then it becomes poisonous. So then that goes right back into this kind of like Three of Cups, like celebration type energy, because typically these three women are holding cups, so allowing that water to flow, allowing that creativity to flow is going to be extremely vital during this month. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on your reading. Your reading is like extremely straightforward. So hopefully you were able to find something that really resonated with you. And I wish you the best of luck during April, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.